They dragged him before the alien queen in chains, a broken man taken from a broken world. She gave one command: break him, remind him he's beneath us. But when the first blow landed, the slave didn't beg. He rose, and what rose with him wasn't just a man. It was fury, it was defiance. It was human. The throne room of the American Dominion reeked of incense and arrogance. Carved from violet stone, it towered above the slave pits like a symbol of absolute power. Queen Zakara lounged lazily on her throne of bone and gold, her violet eyes cold, calculating. Around her stood elite guards, all watching the battered human dragged across the polished floor. He didn't scream. That annoyed her. He has been insubordinate, hissed her advisor, General Krex. He refused to kneel. Zakara's voice was like silk over steel. Then show him what happens to those who forget their place. 2 guards stepped forward. Each was nearly 7 feet tall, plated in scaled armor, and wielding electrified whips. The human looked up. His face was bruised. Blood crusted his lip. But his eyes burned, not with fear, but something worse. Contempt. The first whip cracked across his back. A tremor ran through him, but he didn't fall. Harder, Zakara said, her voice cold. The second guard obeyed. The whip coiled around the human's shoulder, slicing skin. He staggered, but caught himself. Zakara rose, frowning now. Still standing, the human finally spoke. His voice was gravel and defiance. You want me on my knees? Make me. A hush fell. The guards looked to the queen. Zakara's lips curled in amusement. Then she gave the signal. The third lash was meant to break him. It struck, but this time, the human caught the whip midair. Gasps echoed. In one violent motion, he yanked the guard toward him and slammed a brutal elbow into the alien's face. Bone cracked. The guard dropped. Silence. The second guard lunged. The human ducked, spun, and drove his chained fists into the alien's throat. The guard collapsed, gagging. With a snarl, the human ripped the stun baton from the fallen body and turned to the throne. You dare. Zakara shouted. I dare, the human said, advancing. You took me from my world. You put me in chains. You tried to break me. But you forgot one thing. The remaining guards closed in. He didn't run. You forgot what happens when a human decides he has nothing left to lose. He met the first attacker with a savage strike to the jaw. The second tried to flank him. Too slow. The baton cracked ribs. The third received the full weight of the chain around the human's fists, crumpling instantly. Now the throne room was chaos. Royal servants screamed. General Krex shouted for reinforcements. But the human was already climbing the stairs of the dais, blood dripping from his hands, eyes locked on Zakara. She didn't flinch, but her hand tightened on her command scepter. I could kill you, she said. He smiled. Then do it. But know this, you'll never rule a broken man. Zakara stared at him, breathing hard. No one had ever spoken to her like that. No one had ever dared lay a hand on her elite. This wasn't just rebellion. This was a reckoning. Behind them, guards flooded in. The human looked around, raising his fists. Stand down, the queen shouted. Everyone froze. Zakara stepped forward, inches from the bloodied human. What are you? He stared into her eyes. Free. She stared at him. This savage from Earth who refused to kneel, who turned pain into power, chains into weapons. She saw it now. This was not just a slave. This was a soldier. No, a symbol. The kind that sparked rebellions. And the kind that empires feared. Put him in a cell, she finally said, her voice trembling. But do not touch him again. He didn't resist. He turned himself in with a calm fury that unsettled the guards. As they led him away, heads turned. Whispers followed. The queen sat back on her throne, trembling despite herself. Because she knew something ancient had awakened. Not rage, not rebellion, but hope, born from one slave who dared to hit back.